which actually you had a big role because you had to deliver the line. The line of dialogue.
I didn't.
You had the line of dialogue, so it was an important scene. So let me find the link on that one.
Say it just right, because if you didn't say it just right, then there was a lot of scrutiny over exactly how you said the line. Everybody's worried that we were going to get disqualified.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have to make sure it's prevalent.
Letter for word.
Sometimes Sean wants the character to say it twice or say it different times just to make sure it's in there, because he's worried about like if they miss it, that they might think we didn't use the line or something. Like you have to have those elements in there, or I guess you're disqualified, right? You have to have them. You can't like.
It seems that I don't know if you know you're disqualified. I think you just be like wondering what happened. But no, I think you get disqualified, and I'm not exactly sure how. I don't think we've ever been disqualified, have we?
No, I don't think we ever got disqualified. I think we did have trouble. I'm trying to remember when was maybe the singer we didn't get it in on time because you also have to meet the deadline. So but you can still win the audience choice. So that would make sense if we won audience choice but nothing else because it was late.
No, we've always gotten it on time.
Oh, we have? Okay.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's like a thing that Sean's own personal trophy for our team is that we've always. I don't think there's ever been a time, but that's like part of the competition. Like I think part of our philosophy for our team is that no matter what, you get it in on time. Unless something catastrophic happened, of course. But we
it must have been a different team. At least once that we didn't make it. Maybe it was another time.
Beyonce almost took us out one year, where they actually had to jump out of the car and run to the finish line in the CBD.
Oh, and
we've always had a hard cutoff time that no matter where we were at, and we've almost not gotten it in, with a minute to lose, a minute to make it or whatever. But that is like always like the feather in the hat is that we've always gotten it in on time.
Well, think about how times have changed too, because now we can you can load it digitally. We used to have to run it in. You'd have to physically bring it there on a thumb drive. And get it all formatted, and it was a race. People were literally running up with their laptops, and they're still watching the bar. Like it's almost done. They're running down the block with their laptop holding.
That's ridiculous. I mean, fun, ridiculous, and maybe a little dangerous. But
a little dangerous, yeah. So I guess it's a little safer now, a little more of the future, a little more futuristic. The fact that we can upload it.
When I was young, we ran down the street, with razor blades in our hands. But now these kids are soft.
Yeah, you're not supposed to run with those. All right. So are you ready for what the truck?
What the truck?
What the truck? Here it is.
Can a food truck in the middle of nowhere generate enough green? And what is the secret ingredient of their success? Find out this and more on this week's episode of What the Truck. Meet Greta. She made her way to New Orleans on 4 tires and a dream.
My ex-husband, after he got arrested for the 4th fucking time, I was like, 3 strikes and you're fucking out. But we were living at his mama's house. So.
See, Daddy had this big white truck, and that's where he kept his tools. And there was a kitchen on that truck, because that's where they used to make the other stuff.
Meet Gessie. Greta's daughter Gessie's in charge of taking orders.
Gessie had to start taking the orders because Mama curses like a sailor.
Hey, little bitches, what's up? You girls hungry?
Well, the kids, they tell me that I curse like a sailor.
If you keep dropping the F-bomb, then we can't really use the footage.
I'm surprised because I don't even fucking notice.
Since I have the most personal people skills, they made me the greeter.
Mama knew she could turn that truck into a money machine with her awesome Alabama grits. But then we broke down.
When the truck broke down, stayed there for a while trying to raise enough money to fix it. Mama figured she might as well make some grits for the men on the highway. She said, everybody's got to eat.
Everybody's got to fucking eat.
When the tables came in, I said, we need a waitress. That's when we hired Cousin Rory.
It's important to remember that we aren't actually cousins.
Yeah, it's pretty unconventional. So we had to come up with some different marketing ideas. We've been trying out a new delivery system.
Oh, damn it.
But then we found the warehouse.
Meet Gilliam Richard.
My name is Guillaume Richard. I've been in the warehousing business for all my life. I started warehousing in South Louisiana, and then I kind of worked my way up the river until I found this warehouse on the West Bank.
Gilliam took them in as a family.
I was outside my warehouse, and she pulled up, and I remember I was like, what is that van over there?
The fucking truck won't start.
I mean, she looked like an angel.
Him and Guy, well, at first, they didn't see, eye to eye.
Me and Guillaume didn't really get along very well at first. I thought he was trying to give me tons of extra work.
No, I got a guy for the job. No, I'm gonna talk to my guy. No, I know a guy to talk to.
It was a misunderstanding.
He saved us a fortune on electricity. Now we don't have to shout over this fucking noise to keep the ice machine going.
I told him, I said, whatever y'all need, I got all kind of equipment.
Mama, we're out of forks.
Hold on, we're coming. I put it on lift.
I got it. No, I got it.
I don't know. I mean, the truck broke down and then he let them take over the warehouse kitchen. I was Mr. Richard's executive assistant. Now I'm the great front.
So none of the food is being cooked in the truck.
Well, there's ice in the truck.
The guy who started the McDonald's, his name was Ray McDonald. And he said 3 words. He said, location, location, location. Well, I then figured out we had already broken one of the 3 rules.
And then something just changed overnight.
The marker incident.
Who?
Look, there's some stuff you just don't need to talk about on the TV.
Oh, I'll tell you exactly what happened. But you might want to talk to Cousin Rory.
First of all, I think it's very important that you understand we're not actually cousins. One morning, it was just the 2 of us, alone in the kitchen.
We got in a fight over a spatula.
It got pretty heated.
People like green grits.
And then we started getting fucking press in the fucking paper.
But let me tell you about them grits. That's the best damn grits I ever had in my life.
The famous green grits caught on for both local and tourists alike. And now, good luck finding a seat.
You get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for. And there you have it. Greta and Gilliam's Green Grit story. Thanks for being with us. And join us next week for What the Truck?
Fun.
Yeah, it was really fun.
That was a fun one for sure. We had a big crew. That was because I remember that was a lot of actors that had to write in, which is why we had all the reenactments and everything, because there was a lot of people to include, a lot of cast members.
Maybe speak on that. I guess like how was it writing for such a large or such our ensemble cast?
Well, that was definitely challenging, and like
what is the
Sean and I have gone head to head before, because there's always there's always this debate between like trying to win and having fun of like, Sean wants to win, but he also sort of has this kind of T-ball coach mentality of everybody gets to play. And so whoever's on the team gets to be on the team, but it's not a professional job. We should have fun. It should be a learning experience, really. And that's, I think, what we've mainly gained out of it. And it was definitely challenging, because like, I remember in the past, he's asked me, he said, if you're available, I'd like you to act in our 48, or like you to be our main actor. And I was like, how do you know, Sean? What if you decide to write a scene about two lesbians? How do I fit into that? You don't know what you're writing yet. You don't know what you're pulling. You don't know what genre. So like, I want to be there, but you can't really guarantee. But in a sense, he does, because he'll tell 12 people like, you're guaranteed a part.
Yeah.
So that was the one stipulation, that I had to write everyone in.
And everybody has to be in. Everybody has to be written into the script in some form or fashion. I certainly wasn't written into that script that was, by the way, that was the last time you guys let me act. That's something I can't.
Wait, no, I'm pretty sure you've been in
something I cannot see.
Have you not been in any of them since?
No, that was the last time you guys let
me. You were also in last spring break.
Yeah, but that's not a 48.
Yeah. Well, obviously we needed that line delivered, so somebody had to. So the line was, "You get what you pay for."
Right. Exactly.
Right. You get what you pay for. We had to have the line delivered. I don't know. I like that. I love that scene though.
I can see why I'm not allowed to act anymore. That delivery was a little stiff.
No, what are you talking about? It was great. It felt totally natural. Like, I think that if you were in real life eating green grits at a food truck, that's exactly how you would act. So, I felt like it was totally natural. That was great. And the prop was the marker, I think.
Yeah, I think the Sharpie marker, and somehow you guys came up with green grits.
Yeah, I think because of the markers or something. And then I missed. Wait, did he do the colorblind line? Because that's one of my favorites. Was that in there? I missed it. If it was, where he's writing with the marker, he goes, "My sister's colorblind," and he's writing. He goes, "So I have to write with this red marker," and he's holding a green one or something.
I think my funniest or the part that I laugh at during that one is the holding up the screwdriver, and then Marissa's character is in the background. You get that rapid focus. Her kind of looking at the scene in dismay. She took her job. Now she's the grit grunt.
Yeah, the grit grunt. That's funny. Everybody's got different favorite parts for sure. Fun stuff. So that was What the Truck. And we're going to still see some of the same cast members and definitely crew members involved in the next series of films. But also we're going to see the person who just got the Best Actress Award in our latest 48-hour film this year, which is Kelly Lynn.
Hey.
Welcome. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for waiting backstage.
I just saw you. I feel like you're
like
Russian.
Oh, wait. I accidentally hit the button. Wait, Kelly, hold on. I accidentally threw you backstage again. That was my bad. Okay, you're here.
Yeah, you.
Do you have a good dinner?
Yeah, I just had a half a panini from Fresh Market. It was tasty.
Nice.
Yeah, it was my leftover from lunch. I had the first half.
What was the first 48 that you were in with us, Kelly?
PR Nightmare.
PR Nightmare. It was a PR Nightmare. That was a fun one.
Public relations nightmare.
And that's
I was
you and Ramage.
the drunk. I was the drunk trophy wife.
That's right. That's hilarious.
Tiffany put that awesome black eye on my face.
What was the line? Can you say the line before we see the thing? The drunken line.
Oh,
you. Yeah, can you give us a you?
You.
That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, it was like, you're just a has-been.
Yeah.
That was the first one you'd done entirely, or had you worked? You had worked with other teams before that, I believe,
I'd
right?
been with other teams before, yeah.
Hadn't we been on a team together? But no, like on a different project. I felt like there was one a while back, a long time ago, but now I can't recall what it would have been.
I think so.
Or maybe maybe you were on a different team and I just remember seeing your film.
Oh, maybe. Because I leave such a great impression. I'm so memorable. Well, the very, very first one I did ever was, I can't even remember the name of it, but it was like a Terminator-esque film. It was a silent film. So yeah, but
I remember I remember there was one where you were like a lesbian yoga instructor or something like that.
You sure that was me?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember what film.
I think I was in a film. I was in a film where like one of my two friends were sitting in the backyard. What, balloons?
Okay, that may be the one I was thinking of.
We're sitting in the backyard, like in our bikinis, and one of them is a lesbian, and like or maybe it's the two other girls are lesbians, and they come up, and one comes up and gives the other one a kiss, and we're chatting. But that character, like in that film, I was somewhat of a nymphomaniac.
Okay, well, I was a little off. I remember. I had it. Somebody, I knew there was a lesbian there. Somebody was a nympho. There was yoga involved, maybe in the backyard. I don't know.
How many years, Kelly? How many years?
Wait, let me guess. Was that one of Hunter's films?
No. This was actually I was on the fence about doing the 48 that year, and Bill Rainey kindly said, "Please come audition." So I was like, "Okay," and then I got cast. The director was the writer was Natasha Brown.
So how many of these have?
What's that?
How many of the 48s have you done? Do you know off the top of your head how many? Or how many before? I guess before PR Nightmare. Yeah.
I think just those two that I can think of off the top of my head.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's it. But the name of that one, where I was like the nymphomaniac type, that was called, I think, Romancing the Cesspool or something like that. Yeah.
Cool.
It was a while ago.
All right. We're gonna
for the 48, right? Like just all these wild storylines and titles and
you do see some crazy stuff toward the end, and sometimes they don't come together, and they're not. The story isn't obvious, and they just seem really strange and abstract, which wasn't the original intention. But when you only have 48 hours,
right, exactly. Like if I think what I like when people say that, if I've heard somebody say that if you do a 48 and it came out perfect, you're not doing it right.
Yeah, true.
Something like that.
Then you're cheating.
Right. Like some's got to be wildly off. The story's got to be wildly off, or some sort of element's got to be off, or the team just winds up brawling, like there's like fist fighting.
Yeah. So this next one is correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe was during COVID or like the first one we did coming right out of COVID. I think.
Which one?
Headspace.
Headspace.
Oh, yeah. It was during, I think, because we're
During that was like the first year.
Yeah.
It was like one of the first
During
things
mass-
that we like that I left the house for.
Which was like, everybody's like, oh, like everybody's like really nervous about that one.
Yeah, and our genre was fish out of water.
And we did it at the LP&L building, the Louisiana Light building.
That was cool. Yeah, our environment was very cool for this one for sure. Well, this one and the next one, like for two, we used it twice. We used it for two.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
cool. All right, I'm gonna bring us backstage, and then we'll watch the film and discuss after in a moment.
Reggie, what's the deal? They're breathing down my neck upstairs. You gotta give me something.
Yes, ma'am. It's complicated.
Now look, I can keep the big dogs at bay. Does our little invention work?
Well, like I said, there have been some complications.
Was that your phone?
Yes, ma'am. I need to take this and just let me figure it out soon. Soon.
Why did we tell her that it works?
And what? This happened again? No way, not until we figure out what went wrong. Oh no. My charger. It's not in here.
Good morning, Reggie. Oh, I'm so sorry. Were you on the phone?
No. What?
Okay. Are you ready for your quote of the day? Let's see. Always find time for things that make you happy to be alive.
What I need is my charger.
Mikey's phone needs a little juicy juice, so I was giving her a little pick-me-up.
I need my charger now.
So, do you have any updates on Dr. Zachary? Because Reggie is acting weird.
Well, I'm not that surprised.
What do you mean?
Well, don't you think it's a little more than a coincidence that he goes missing right after R&D gets the green light to test his secret project?
I don't know anything about a secret project.
Why do you think it's secret?
You can never trust her again?
Yeah, not with my heart. But she has clearance and she can get us onto the 7th floor.
Would you like to hear about our specials?
Yes. I would love to hear about how special you are.
Oh.
I do have a friend coming.
Sure. I'll come back.
Oh, come on, dude. Seriously? Are you really flirting in your condition?
If I can't flirt, I might as well be dead.
Oh, she's here.
Okay.
Jess, thank you so much for coming.
Okay. I'm here, but this is not a date.
No, it is totally work related.
Totally work related.
Who's on your phone?
No one.
You want to have a conversation with me? Then turn off your phone.
No, give it back. Don't touch.
Tell me what's going on or I'm walking.
Okay, do you remember a few years ago when I told you that I had a revolutionary idea for a new invention?
Our revolutionary idea?
To take someone's consciousness and transfer their brainwaves into a data stream that can be stored infinitely.
Dr. Zachary? You've been missing. Where are you?
I'm right here. Okay, listen to this. About 2 weeks ago.
Consciousness replicate trial number 37. Now, we have made some slight adjustments to the direction of the wayfinder and should work. All the right information can be found in this book. However, should this be a complete failure, all I can say is better luck next time.
Jeff, come on, you gotta help me get that project booked off of the 7th floor. It's only a matter of time before they figured out what happened. I'm out of my element here.
Whoa, you're out of your element. Not like a fish out of air here.
You mean a fish out of water?
No, I mean like I'm suffocating.
Yeah, I get it. The expression is a fish out of water.
And we have a lovely daily fish special. Today, it's stuffed trout.
You know what? We're not interested.
I'm interested.
I'm leaving.
Just no. Look, we need that book.
Oh, hey, buddy boy, you need some extra positivity today.
What do you mean?
I know you don't like people going through your stuff, but the guys upstairs are going through your entire office. Don't freak out.
What?
Don't freak out.
What?
No, I said don't freak out. Hey, what?
I don't know. I'm too scared to look.
Reggie, just hand me the phone.
You take one step closer, and I'm throwing this invention over.
No, he's bluffing.
I hope he's bluffing.
Is that how you want this to go down, Reggie? Do you want to murder your friend?
Just give me the book. I know how to fix this.
This book?
No!
No one believed that science or technology could prove otherwise. But one company, our company, has done the impossible. And we have one man to thank. Please put your hands together for Dr. Ambrose Zachary.
All right. Headspace. Interesting.
I think that might have been our first. No, it's not our first sci-fi. We had some action in there.
Yeah, definitely sci-fi. I didn't remember like the lightning bolts coming off of the machine and all that.
Oh no, I think that was the editor's cut. I don't think that's the one we turned in.
Oh, maybe so. Okay.
Right.
Gotcha.
I think that I feel like that was the lost year. I don't think we ever heard anything.
Oh, right. Yes.
It was all
I
done
remember
online.
that.
It was all done online. It's because it was during COVID.
I believe, yeah, I think you're right because I remember because we watched all the other ones and I remember saying like, look, I don't think that we necessarily deserve one, but at least like I was surprised we had no nominations at all.
Matt Wilson, who let us shoot at the LP&L building.
Yeah, the building was cool.
He let us have the party there.
Oh, right, yeah.
The screening party, so we got to watch everybody's 48s, and
it was cool.
And that one. But I remember shooting there, and I guess where there were like 5 floors, 3, 4, 5 floors.
Yeah,
right there on the
5.
Mississippi.
We're 5 floors.
Yeah. My
I can tell you in a second because I'm pretty sure the next one is called the 5th floor.
There we go. You're right.
Yeah, the name of 5th floor apartment is the name of the next one, and we filmed at the same location.
Yeah, so I guess I had 5 floors. I think that was the one I got stuck in the elevator on. But the one that played, that was the one that
the elevator didn't work that year, I think.
The elevator didn't work that year, and it was unsafe to use, so we couldn't use it. So we had to run up our gear up and down those
5
stairs.
floors.
5 floors, up and down, up and down, up and down. So I think we got it down to like we're I mean,
But the rooftop view was gorgeous. That was a beautiful view. Definitely sound challenges trying to film
yes,
outside for
because
sure with the
it's so
wind.
windy that the scripts are blowing off the roof, and like we're being crunched for time. I remember it was a whole thing. I remember Elise Spieler. She was She was directing. She did an awesome job. And then I believe Mike. I think you took a second unit and filmed some of those action scenes.
Oh, really? I did.
Yeah, I think you took a second because like
Okay.
we were wrestling. I remember, Kelly, I remember up on the roof. If you remember anything up on the roof,
Yeah.
what was that about?
Oh, that makes sense why I was there because I remember being there for all of that. I didn't remember, but my character is not part of that, so I didn't remember why. I thought it was like, why was I watching all these scenes? I guess
Because
because
we were being pressed for time, and
there's been times that Sean goes, "Hey, I want you to do some B-roll and stuff like that." And I'm like, "Me, really? Well, you want me to be in? You put me in charge of something? You're crazy."
So we're
I just remember like I still don't know to this day why we shot that restaurant scene outside. Like,
I think it was for the view. I think for the view of the city. I think it was like we just wanted to really get. I think it was one of those determination things of I don't know who. I don't think it was. I don't think I would. I probably would have bowed down to the challenges of the sound. So I'm not sure if it was
the
Sean
wind
or
was
what.
the issue.
The wind
the
was
wind
the
Yeah,
It,
the
it,
wind
like,
was blowing
it
everything
was so
everywhere.
hard to get any shots out there, and I'm like, why are we shooting out here?
We powered through.
We powered through. Kudos to us.
Sometimes you want to go for the pretty shot and it's understandable, but there's times when you have to like make compromises and go like, okay, we don't have enough time. We need to get this done. We don't need to have extra challenges, which is why like in RTTS, why I wanted them to accept that we're going to stay in one room. We're just going to do the whole scene. You only have 7 minutes. It's not a whole movie. It's like a whole scene. And the fact that we were able to stay in that room is why we were able to get it done in time. And the fact that everything can be done at that building, but we can have different looks with that building is such an advantage because, well, other than having to haul your equipment 5 floors, you don't have to do all these setups where you're driving across town, taking up all that time to reset every time.
Oh yeah, it's a time eater to be able to have them move everybody from place to place, even from floor to floor. You know.
So I mean, I think strategy is just as important as story. Like, yeah, you want to have a great story, you want to try to have a great script, but having a great strategy to operate efficiently on these things, I think is just as important.
Yeah, absolutely, I see that. So we learned from each of these. We certainly learned, and going to the next year, like, oh, maybe we should just all shoot in one room, you know. But we didn't learn that for these projects.
No.
But we've got. That's what I'm thinking about. That's what I'm thinking about as I'm stuck in the elevator yelling for people. You guys are like having lunch. I can hear you guys like joyous chatter going on 4 floors above me, and I'm starting to have a panic attack.
And there's definitely elevator scenes in the next one, which is called Fifth Floor. No, I'm sorry, not apartment. It's Fifth Floor Appointment. Is the name of it. And maybe afterward you guys can explain to me what this is about, because I don't know if the story was clear to me at all.
But also I guess this the headspace props to the set designers and the set people as well. They had to move. They made whole environments.
Yeah.
Some we didn't even utilize in the best ways, but that was in the backgrounds and stuff, and then they had to move all that stuff from floor to floor, and they're like scavenging. There were scavengers running around 5 floors and designing whole environments for us to play in.
And there was a lot of random shit left in that building too.
Yeah,
so
exactly right.
I think it was kind of like an unintentional treasure chest of,
and that's kind of happens whenever we do these 48s, our crew goes out and like scavengers. They're like in Star Wars you have the little caped characters running around collecting junk. That's kind of how I like
Jawas.
What's that?
Jawas? I think
the 48 brings out the Jawa in us because in some of these we've gone out and designing, finding things to design sets, and some of this stuff isn't ours. And then people are like, where did my sofa go? Like, and then you walk into a room and there's like a sofa and there's like this whole like thing designed. You're like, what? How did that happen? I think it's over here. I think the sofa is over here. And those books are called.
So watch and see if you can tell in the next one that we're in the same building, and because everything should have a completely different look. But both of those films were everything done all in one location in this 5-floor building, and this is called Fifth Floor Appointment.
And the elevator was working this time.
Yeah, well, and it's in the scene, so we can. Yeah, we'll.
Thankfully.
Floor 1.
And he thought he would get away with it.
I know. What a phony.
What a way to end a career.
Don't they all burn out at age 27?
A good one.
Oh, do you know what else he did?
Floor 2.
Which of the many things? Every scenario was worse than the next.
Let's start with the TikTok from the Piety Street Gallery.
Floor 5. Floor 2.
Passing off his assistant's work as his own.
No way. Amateur mistake is his way to get cancelled.
Well, you, of all people, should know what happens when artists get fame at a young age.
We blow it all on the art battle when the Soho House.
He's been banned from so many galleries.
He'd be lucky to have his art displayed at Howard Johnson.
Seriously.
The sign says you're not locked in.
You are always able to open it.
Don't you have a meeting on the 5th floor? Come on, let's go.
Floor 2.
Hey,
Taking Nutella. Always enjoyed your work, man. And to the 5th floor?
If he thinks his last heroic action erases his trail of self-absorption.
They'll never let him into that meeting.
Yeah, what is he thinking? He's just a waste of space.
Great artist, terrible human.
Sorry, the elevator's full.
When will he be back?
He's not coming back. That piece of yours from the fundraising gala. It really impressed me, man. Nobody's the worst thing they've ever done. It's about your last act. How do you want to be remembered?
Five.
Come on, check this out.
This is intense.
It was. Don't forget your appointment.
Well, the genre was mystery, and it was definitely mysterious.
So certainly a departure from previous scripts. Who wrote that one?
Jim Hagan did.
Oh, okay.
I think. Wait, did it say? I don't remember.
Did write that one.
What's that?
Mike.
Let's see. We get to hear this.
Writer.
Coco, Sarah, and Sean.
Oh, no, I was wrong. Not Jen. Okay.
Nice. I would say redemption, I guess, is a quality of that film, a theme of that film. Redemption. Apparently, the character was not a very good person. Before the reveal is that he saved some people from a fire.
And he
The two little girls. Yeah, but see, I thought he saved them. So at first, I thought they were ghosts. I thought they were like they reminded me of like The Shining or something. Like
Right, exactly. Yeah, precisely.
But,
right.
But it says he saved them from the fire.
Right. So yeah, exactly. Maybe that's a whole other story.
Then they should
John,
still be alive. So
we're
it's like
square. He should be able to tell us what's going on. I never realized that. That's a good catch. That might be the hole in our story.
Maybe
maybe there's
the girl who died wasn't there, and they were her sisters.
Maybe it's all in his mind.
Yeah.
Well, he's dead.
Who are we supposed to be? Because basically we're like the antagonist, and we're we're talking bad about him the whole time, and then to his
I think
face.
we're his like subconscious, you know, like his the you know, the critical inner voice that people have. And
Yeah,
I think
I think he's
finally
definitely dead, like the movie Ghost. So
Mhm.
if we had a pottery scene, then that would have wrapped it all up.
Yeah, maybe so.
Next pottery scene. I don't know.
Did you know who I was channeling there? Just because I wasn't sure how to play the character.
Horrible human being.
Yeah.
Who was it?
Do you know who I'm doing? Who basically I'm doing an impression, but you would never
Robin
like.
Leach.
No, it's a woman.
These are lifestyles of the rich and famous. No.
Showing you things you've never seen, taking you places you've never been. No, not Robin Leach.
Okay. Who?
I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue.
Just tell
us.
I think I've told you before.
Was
But
it Schitt's Creek?
Yes, Moira.
Oh.
It's Creek, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
He's a horrible human being. That's what I was going for. Just because I was watching a lot of Schitt's Creek, I didn't know how I was going to play his character or even understood it, and I was just like, made a decision like that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to like be a version of Moira.
I don't know if I had seen it by that point, but she's a wonderful character. So yeah, I was like hearing when you said who did I base it on, I'm like, no, I know that accent.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was the year I got stuck in the elevator.
Oh, is that year? Okay.
Yeah. Everybody else
So,
and
2022, I must have gone back to Europe because I didn't find one. I don't know what y'all did 2022 because the next one is 23, Sakado.
All right. Yeah, I've noticed there's some holes.
Yeah, I've got a lot of holes because like for 5 or 6 years in a row, I was gone every summer and I couldn't participate.
That year, there was that one year that yes, Kelly.
Was it just foot massages or was that before?
Just your feet.
You weren't in. I don't think you were in just foot massages.
That may have been the one you did. It was something like that. Remember I was talking about
PR Nightmare, just feet massages. And then we started. Then the pandemic hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there was something else in 2022. Oh no, wait! It was whatever. Chris is holding a baseball bat in the scene.
PR Nightmare.
Oh, was that one?
That was
because she said that was her first one.
Prior.
Yeah, that was my first one. That was pre-COVID. I wonder if it was Acorns because I missed a year.
Oh, Little Acorns.
That was Little Acorns or something. And
I
was
did
not.
all that in one room. That was all one space. Acorns.
Little Acorns or something, right?
My Little Acorn.
Oh, okay, yeah.
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 So yeah, so that was and that's the one Jen wrote was my Little
right,
Acorn.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. I guess I thought Jen wrote one before because for Headspace, that was the first year she was on our team. And she was, I think, the script supervisor on that. So it was
all right.
Yeah.
So you can tell like the different writers, we kind of started off in the very beginning with the singer. It kind of started off kind of like a sentimental tones, I suppose. Well, I guess more drama, right? With like a little twist at the end. And then we got kind of like madcappy with some of the ensemble ones, as we have a bunch of comedy actors and stage actors and all the above. But so things were a little wild there with some of our ensemble ones.
This one could be considered pretty wild ensemble cast because a lot of these scenes are pretty wacky. And this is what we did 2 years ago, which is called Sakado.
Which means backpack in French.
Which means backpack, which was the prop. right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Here it goes.
Core temp 97.4. Fully functional. Clear for delivery.
So it must be pretty boring riding around with a delivery guy all day. I mean, not that I think my job is boring. I mean, it's a great job. I'm very lucky. Well, lucky might be a strong word. You know, nobody prays to become a delivery driver. They pray to become a rock star or a millionaire, or I'm going to get that delivery. Delivery from Sakado. Ew, gross. Where's Daddy?
Daddy, baby needs currency.
All right, nerds, who invited the narc? Joking. Give me a backpack.
Excuse me, sir. Currency accepted.
Can I get my food?
Yeah, of course. I'm not a narc, by the way. I was in a band, so.
Cool, man. Yeah, good story. I have provisions, my minions.
Would you believe that guy recognized me from my old band? The Gnomes. Get some gnomes in your bones! It's my guitar. Me and the old girl got some old times together. You play any instruments, RJ? RJ, what's that stand for? Rick James, Ron Jeremy, you know, from pornos? No, sorry. I'm sorry. It was an impulsive thought. That was so unprofessional. I'm sorry. What's the next address? Delivery. Hello, delivery. Was she just at the last? Oh, yeah, of course.
Currency accepted. Thank you for choosing Sakado Delivery.
Thank you.
Excuse me, sir.
Sorry. Mon Dieu. Were those the same people? Those were the same fucking people. Sorry. Fuck. Allons-y, madame. Madam Inspector Lodorsky. Where's the next stop? I can't remember. Tell me again. Hello, delivery.
Bonjour, 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 bonjour. Ta chemise est magnifique.
My chemise. All right. What?
Très magnifique.
What the hell is going on?
Votre sac à dos, s'il vous plaît?
Fine. Okay, I don't get it. Let's do it again. I don't know.
Paiement accepté. Merci. Devoir choisi. Sac à dos. Livraison.
I recognize all of y'all.
Excusez-moi, monsieur. Chou.
Hey, man, where you been?
Oh, excuse me, sir. Are you okay?
He's here. Hey, he's here, guys. He's here. He's here.
Wait, no.
You are unfit to deliver food to unsuspecting, health inspection abiding people's homes. I hereby relieve you of your duty at Sacado. Sacado. More like Saca Merde.
I'm back, baby!
Thank you for choosing Sac à dos.
Gnomes are coming, baby. We're back. Welcome home, Renee.
Gnomes.
Look, I got my shirt on. You can't even see it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No.
And this is a song that Mike Lentz and B produced. Look for the credits.
So cool.
Yeah. So we had Mike Lentz, we had Earl on both the audio production and the music production. We had a custom soundtrack as well. Yeah.
Gnomes in your bones.
Gnomes in your bones. Like so many good
Gnomes
gnomes.
Ones I got to see it too.
And then
Gnomes in your bones!
that's our festival copy. I was able to go in afterwards. Usually afterwards, you had the festival.
Oh, I could have. I could have grabbed the. Yeah, you have the editor's cut where
Right,
you can do like some color correcting.
Yeah, we get an editor's cut afterwards. But it's fine. You show
It's
my ego used to be that I just said the editor's cut. You gotta show the editor, the director's cut, or whatever. And it's like now it's like nah. It's the point of the 48 is because what you turned in.
It's not going to be perfect. But you had an interesting. You had a side-by-side comparison. There's a video. Is it of that one of Sacado where it's showing the before and after your color correction?
Yeah, I think I was just like making a post of doing a side by side of color corrected versus not color corrected.
Yeah.
I also did like some motion graphics stuff in the editor's cut of every time they would scan, I'd add the sci-fi element of some just like a little trace of the emblem. That they're scanning, it would neon. It would be like a little movement of neon lines scanning through. But anyhow, yeah, I mean that's always fun too, is to do like the editors and director's cut and show, and just show everybody that all the actors and everybody that worked on it. Like, hey, here's the imagined. Here's what closer to what we had imagined.
Right.
always
Yeah. Well, if you had a little more time, if you had 2 more hours.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. 48, the 48 plus 12 more is what that would be. So, right.
Kelly, how did you feel playing a Vulcan?
That's what it was.
That's what it reminds me of like, the Vulcans have no emotion and they're super serious about everything and everything's like organized and logical.
Oh, see, I'm not a Trekkie, so I
Well,
didn't know that.
but see, but you still knew what Vulcan meant. You knew what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
yeah, I've got
it's
a.
ingrained in our society.
It is, and it was just on a little side note with my Vulcan experience. The one like Vulcan experience I would say I had is total side note. When I graduated from college, my family and we went on a cruise, and it was the ship we were on was the biannual Sea Trek. So it was basically the Star Trek convention on a ship.
Oh, nice.
That
Wow.
happened every other year. And just think of all the cruises that set sail every year. We were with Sea Trek.
On the boat version of Star Trek.
Yeah. And so 1/3 of the ship was Trekkies.
Nice.
And
I'd love
you know,
that.
like on cruises, like they'll usually do like I think a kind of a formal dinner, like the captain's dinner thing. And for the formal dinner, they dressed like Vulcans. That was their formal attire for the captain's dinner. So that's my Vulcan memory.
Well, I thought, well, it certainly. How was it sort of emoting? Not necessarily having any lines, but doing everything through gestures and expression, and playing with Mike, I guess.
Yeah.
Mike, how did that feel, or how did you adapt to that?
I just honestly, I just remember it being very hot, so I think it wasn't hard to have that very sourpuss look on my
It
face.
was definitely hot. Yeah, we were outside in the Jeep, but it was cool. It was cool driving that Jeep. That's for
Yeah.
sure. I didn't realize. Yeah, you didn't have any lines until the end.
Until the end.
You actually did. Yeah, you don't speak at all until the very end. Which
Yeah.
I think they wanted it that way. They planned it that way. They wrote it that way.
Yeah.
And because your character is the character was RJ, who's a health inspector. That's the character that had to be included. That was the element.
Mhm.
I mean, there's always things, and like we said before, during like for 48, if you did it perfectly, then you're doing it wrong, or you cheated, or whatever.
Yeah.
But there's always things in a 48, especially having to do with the story, that you're like, if we would have shot that, then that would have exemplified the story, or that would have illustrated the story better. You don't have that luxury. Sometimes you don't think of it in the moment or in the time, but there's different things that we could have done, close-ups and stuff to really illustrate characteristics of your character, Kelly, or even Mike's character. But we definitely had some zany things going on in the different rooms. If we could admit, how could we have illustrated that better, that they're the same groups of people?
Well, you can tell they're the same groups. I think it's a matter of we're unsure as an audience whether it's really happening, it's in his head, or if this is some kind of weird sci-fi thing, because how are they able to get to each location so quickly, that kind of deal. But the thought process, from what I understand of the story, is that my character is like used to be in a band, misses playing music, now he's having to be a driver, and these guys are all fans of his, and they set up this elaborate kind of hoax to kind of get him back into playing. This is why at the end, he gets fired and then just grabs his guitar and realizes he's with his people now. I guess was meant to be the take, because it is a little odd and very abstract, or what's the word, very trippy, I guess, the host all the different scenarios that he walks into.
Mm-hmm. Like there's always stuff that we couldn't shoot. But yeah, it's definitely sci-fi. You know.
Oh yeah, there was supposed to be like 5. There's supposed to be like 5 different stops, maybe. I forget there was part
Yeah.
we didn't get to shoot.
Yeah, I think there was maybe montage stuff. That was more
Oh
like,
right, it was a
it
montage.
was
Yeah.
more like silliness, you know. I think going to the different addresses, like little montages going to different addresses and whatnot. Maybe we didn't need that. You know.
Yeah, this one to me was very reminiscent of that's we just did Sacramento. Fifth Floor Appointment, actually, because it's like you open a door and then it's a different kind of surreal scenario, but
Yeah.
you're seeing people.
It
So
is
I was
abbreviated, right? Like abbreviated story, you know, like but
Yeah.
I like that, like just like going straight from there's no like extemporaneous walking or you know like boom, you're just like right there, the story's being told and you only have 7 minutes, you know.
Exactly. That's true. We only have 7 minutes. It's hard to tell an elaborate story or get too detailed because yeah, it's easy to lose track, or if like all of a sudden you missed a shot and that shot kind of transitions to explain the story, then you're like, now how do we tell it? Now what do we do? Oh, now we got to use subtitles or you know, whatever. Yeah.
You do tell it in pictures. I think it teaches you to really tell you know, use what you have, tell it in pictures. You don't need subtitles, and tell it as abbreviated as possible, because the same story that you can tell in 8 is probably more interesting if you tell it in 7.
Right. Well, and that's the challenge you face on the next one because the way it's written, essentially the main character is a coffee mug.
Yeah,
and
I just want
that's
to
what you had to go on as a camera operator.
Yeah, I mean, then that's you know, 48. You don't you know it's a luxury to only have one role, but when you have multiple roles, you know, everybody has multiple roles, but especially when it comes down to you know, editing, I want to give a shout out to Elise. She's been the assistant editor on all these films for you know, for a long time, and when you've been up all night or up all day, you know, shooting this thing, and then you get into the nighttime, and then if you don't have somebody next to you helping you edit these things, it can get pretty wacky.
Yeah, sure.
Which for some of these films you can see, you know, just how wacky it got.
Sure.
It's like it was fine, right? And then Elise would come in the room and she'd be like, "But that's not the story." And I'd be like, "But I think that's great." I'd be like, you know, on like my 5th energy drink and falling asleep and just like, let's just call it done. And then Elise would always come in with like some very like poignant points about story and she was always one to go through the footage and find the line or like the, you know, the 1 or 2 lines or whatever the images that was needed to complete the story. So if you don't have a good assistant editor or just anybody in the room, one focused person in the room that isn't on 10 energy drinks, then it becomes much more of a disjointed story. So that's always you always need somebody else in the room. That's all. So
Good point, and which you had on this one as well.
And all the other post-production people as well, you know.
So this is the our final film, which is the one that was just completed a couple weeks ago, and we just had the screenings, the viewings. Kelly just won Best Actress. I won Best Supporting Actor. We had 2 other awards as well, and I think it was very well received by the audience. And I would definitely say that this film was adorable. So this is called My Mug.
Whose mug?
My Mug. My
mug.
Moo mug.
sign the fucking papers already.
Hi, Shalise.
Hey, Jake.
And sign here, please. Oh. Ooh la la. Cafe.
Yeah.
Nice mug.
Thanks. I had two. Well, he got one in the divorce.
Did you know that in Texas, rifles can be carried in public without a license?
Yeah. Anyway, thanks.
I see. Well, have a splendid day.
Thanks. Oh, hey, I'm having a party later if you want to drop by.
Cool. Yeah. I'll do that.
Yeah. Cool. Cool.
Special delivery.
Excuse me, sir.
Hey, baby.
Come on. Well, I'll see you later.
See ya.
Well, well, the ink is not even dry. And don't mind if I do. So go ahead, single lady. And a Prezi too? Where's it from?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, it's heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
I think you might want that.
Happy divorce to me.
And look at her, boy. She is gorgeous.
She is.
Wow. Look at you.
Yeah. Oh.
Definitely gonna need something stronger than coffee.
Mwah.
Oh my god, I can't believe it came. Do you love it?
I do. How did you find it?
SinfulPlaygroundPleasures.com.
It's beautiful. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Thank you.
Hey, cheers.
Now, what time is everybody else?
Let's just get it started.
Hello. Oh, hey. What are you doing here all by yourself? You're the only one I know here besides Shalise.
Hey, grab some forks, will ya?
Yeah, sure. Here we go.
How many times do you play the beer pong?
Hey.
Oh,
made it.
Hey, Jake.
Hi. And I got,
Jake.
Look who's here.
Oh. I forked up.
Hope you don't mind me borrowing this. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we have to eat all.
Good one, Jake.
Sorry, bro. Oh man, thanks for inviting me. The cake looks great.
I do. I did.
Take the cake.
I'm done.
Okay, here, Jake. Why don't you?
Alrighty.
What's your last name, Jake?
Gâteau, which actually means cake.
Well,
oh no
Yeah,
way!
it's French.
That's hilarious.
And like, yeah, it's crazy.
That's so cute.
Gâteau.
Because it would be Jake Cake.
Jake.
Saw, dude.
I challenge you
So,
to beer pong. Don't mind if we have a turn?
Can we do it? Yeah. Anything for the lucky man, yo.
Thank you.
Okay, behind the back.
Whoa!
Way off.
Woo!
Oh, that's because you know that mug.
All right, guys. Let's play spin the bottle.
That's not a bottle. It's so easy. Oh.
Nobody.
No. One more time.
Oh!
Oh.
Well, those papers are, son.
Ooh, lovely.
I like this game.
Hey, this divorcee has something to say.
Oh yeah, hey girl. What you gotta say?
Seriously, I needed this party. thank you.
Oh, well, you can thank me tomorrow when your besotted postman, Pt.2, gives you an overnight delivery. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody need a refill?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Thank you. Mm.
Oh. I believe this belongs to you.
Where have you been all my life?
Okay, here we go. That's it. Okay, give it to me. Give it to me.
Why do you still have that? That's the last drug of your ex. Oh my God! You should smash it.
Smash it. Smash it. Smash
Okay,
it.
everybody, enough! Enough! Stop it, okay? This is my mug. My mug. It's not his who shall not be named. She has been my loyal companion, and I don't think about him when I look at her. I think about taking the LSAT and my first job and drinking hot chocolate, watching old movies.
Calm down. It's just a mug.
And she's my mug, okay? So stop it. My mug.
Time for cake. Let's go. Time for cake.
My mug.
Our mug.
Mug.
Great job, Kelly.
Oh, that's my trophy. My trophy says Moo Mug.
Moo mug.
They misspelled her trophy. Oh man.
I say that's our that's probably our one of our more natural, truer feeling films, I would say.
Yeah, that felt well.
Yeah.
It was in the real world. It was realistic. It wasn't sci-fi, fantasy. It wasn't abstract with confusing. It was pretty straightforward. The only challenging part was the fact that the script was pretty much written from the perspective of the coffee mug, and then that's what you guys had to kind of like go with and figure out.
Does it look?
Oh, look, there's the Sakado. Oh wait. Oh shoot.
How did it feel to get? Did you feel upstaged by the mug? I think the mug got an award at one point. The mug did get an award. The mug got best prop. Didn't we? Didn't we get best prop?
Oh, was that the fourth?
Yeah.
Was that the fourth
Yeah.
award?
Best use
Best
of prop.
use of prop, I think.
Did
Yeah.
you feel?
Okay,
Did you feel upstaged by the mug, Kelly?
Just a little bit. But I have withheld my jealousy.
Good.
She's my mug. I gotta love her regardless.
So what
Just
was?
that I will say, here's what I was upstaged. I think we're all upstaged by the filament that you can see, the fishing line that you can see.
Oh
with the
yeah,
mug.
yeah. I mean, I don't know if that quite right exactly.
I just remember they're getting the biggest laugh like during the screen.
Yeah, it kind of takes you out of it. That's
It wasn't. It ended up not being necessary. That the reason for that was not what was happening. It was supposed to be because at that point we wanted the mug to move on its own and like take
Yeah.
on a personality that it was actually moving and doing things. And so like the point of the fishing line was because you were pulling it into the water, so nobody was touching it. You'd see it almost as if it jumps. It was supposed to look like it jumped into the water. Is how it was written.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was because you didn't need the fishing line just to drop it in the water. That wasn't why it was there. So the fact that it was there was kind
We
of
didn't
odd.
want
It
it
was
to
like,
break.
what's that even
We
for?
didn't want it to break. Is ultimately why the fishing line.
Well,
is
that too,
there,
yeah.
broken on the bottom of the pool.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we wanted to add an element of magical realism or something. I don't know if it was necessarily needed. Not sure if it necessarily worked. Maybe it was forced. I'm willing to accept that. My bad. Sorry, guys.
Well, yeah, but then you don't have a choice. Either you can't use the thing, you can't use it in the pool, or you have to figure out a way to edit that entire fishing line out in post.
Oh,
'Cause you
right.
would have another
I
shot.
mean, without the fishing line, though, do you feel that that's kind of like works in the story, or is it just something that you're just like, nah, That didn't work at all.
As far as it falling in the pool?
Yeah. And then, but I mean, he has to be able to pull it out though.
Yeah.
Like, oh, here's the mug. You know, I mean, or Elsa was just in there. Like she sets one mug in the water. Like I guess the story is that she's given up the one mug so she can grasp onto her mug, and this mug has taken her through all these things. Not just something that was part of her relationship. This was something her own. That was different. That wasn't part of a relationship. It might have been his and hers mug, right? The husband might have been there, but now he's divorced. But this cup was hers the whole time. That was something separate from the previous relationship that she had. So she was essentially taking back her independence.
Yeah.
And stating that this thing isn't a thing of her past, that of her couple past, but a thing of her her past and present as a single woman at this point.
We definitely had the most use of the mug. Like we got probably best use of prop because it was the most prominent of all the films this year. Like our prop was the most prominent in the story, I would think.
So it's the 48.
It's what?
It's the 48's mug.
It's the 48's mug. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's close on this because we showed all the films. Believe it or not, I just showed 12 48-hour films because and I think I've been involved with at least 15 of them now. I found your color correction. This is a 2-minute video where you do the color compare, the contrast.
Oh, it's not necessary to show. I think it was just like a post.
No, but I think it's interesting. I think it's cool for people to see like what goes on in the editing. So you can hold on. You can walk us through what's happening here.
Oh, I just looked at the comments for the first time, and Girly Kegs wrote, "I may have noticed the fishing line."
Yeah, the fishing line was definitely there. We're working on we are currently working on the editor's cut. We're going to see if we can get that fishing line out of there.
What I think is
there's a bit of a re-edit. There's going to be a reimagining of some of that stuff.
But what I think with the fishing line, though, that's just funny, is that it kind of does remind you even more that it is a 48-hour film project.
That's true. Like, yeah, very
we're
true.
working with very limited resources, and we're doing the best we can. But you're going to have little slips in there, you know.
That was less of a slip than there's fishing line tied to that mug. And then like you have an hour left to finish the thing, and like you're going for these concepts, and you don't even know if they're going to work, and you just go for it, like fishing line or no fishing line, like whatever. Like, does the overall idea work? And maybe not.
And I'm sure you have to prioritize when you're editing,
Yeah, but you go for it, whether it's in your role acting, whether it's in your role in post, whether it's your role in writing it. You shoot your shot essentially, and if it sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. Either way, we're gonna come up with it's gonna be turned in. We're gonna have a story with some sort of semblance of a beginning, middle, and end, and everybody's gonna watch it, and you're gonna learn a lot of things about the competition, about yourself, about your craft, and then you roll on to the next one.
I was surprised that even though I did not tell you guys my friend Trevor's dildo story because I was looking for stories from him. He's an actual postal worker in Canada. And I was like, give me some stories of things that have happened when we were first like brainstorming. And I didn't tell the team because I knew they'd want to put it in there because I know how you guys think. And I was like not going for the comedy of dildo. And then so I'm like, how does this happen? It's still in there. I didn't even tell anybody about that. And there's still a dildo. And
sometimes I wonder how sometimes I see the stuff on my screen. Sometimes I don't get the look. Sometimes I'm not able to be on set, and sometimes these things just pop up on my screen when somebody hands me a card, to offload some footage, and I'm just like, oh, it's an interesting choice. You know, well, whatever it might be. That's interesting. All right, let's work with that. You know, it's definitely part of the story now. You know?
Yeah. Sometimes you can't cut around it.
So at some point in the day, somebody made that decision. Like this is okay. This and
it wasn't me. All right, so Jerry, walk us through what's happening here. I'm going to play this one, the color correction.
I mean, this is really just to show like a flat color profile and a kind of like a matched, or just a flat and a color graded, just to show people how more vivid it can be. You know,
that's a huge difference.
If you have time to color grade the project or even color correct the project.
Wow.
You know, so it's a different feel. You know?
Oh yeah, it makes a world of difference.
Yeah, it's aggressive. But even just watching the flat ones, like, yeah, all right, you know, it's a vibe.
Ma chemise. All right. What?
Yeah, this is a more aggressive feel, I guess.
Kind of more in your face, I guess.
No, it's more vivid. It's way clearer, I think.
Yeah,
looks really pretty.
And like, let's see if the graphic isn't in there. I don't know if that one's if the editor's cut is posted online, but the editor's cut has like motion graphic.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it.
Shuffle. Yeah, it's just a lot more. Yeah, I used to for the 48s. I used to get like this market challenges this summer because. How do you guys deal with that? I think earlier in the 48s, my earlier years participating in them, I used to get this really sinking feeling in my gut before a presentation, before a viewing of your project, just because like you know that it isn't like everything that you could have done you did everything perfectly, and now this thing, everybody's seeing the thing that you're or that everybody worked on, and it's in and I feel like I have a feeling it's in shambles, and it's never as bad as what you thought.
But I think that all the time with every project, I get to some point where I'm just like, what am I doing? Why am I here? This is crap. Like, it didn't matter what success I've had with it. At some point, you always are going to second guess your own art and go like, whatever they call the imposter syndrome, where you're just like, I don't belong here. Nobody's going to like this, that kind of thing. That's normal.
Full years to get over that to the point. Now I'm just like numb. But like you have a thicker skin. You gain a thicker skin, right? Like, Kelly, what's your experience with that?
With sorry, I was spacing up. ADHD, sorry.
like, do you get anxious? Hold on, let me see if JP's still here. We'll give out some closing thoughts.
What up?
Oh, there he is. Hey, what up, buddy? Hey, thanks for hanging around. So
I like watching those. Those were excellent.
That's fun, right? We want to do some. Oh, your camera's not on. I don't know if that was intentional, but
I don't know. I can hear you though.
No, that's fine. Hey,
hey, John.
Nice. There he is.
Oh, hey.
Spider. Hey, good to see you, buddy.
Hello. Long time no see.
Yeah.
So he was here earlier.
My mug.
Before you guys got here. And we
remember that time we went to a hurricane. We went to a hurricane together. Very wet.
Yes,
wet.
I remember that. Remember that, Mike?
When we were in somebody's house where we weren't supposed to be, you mean, and we got kicked out?
Yes, that's
somebody was like, "Who the hell?" We're lucky we didn't get shot. Like when it was after the hurricane, we basically broke into somebody's house. I guess because Roy said it was okay or something.
Well, it was scary times.
The names have been changed to protect their identities.
Right. But I remember going from the zero light and going from doorway to doorway as cops went by. Do you remember that? Jumping into doorways?
Oh, because we weren't supposed to be outside.
It's
And
a
we were
curfew.
hiding. We're hiding in the cars.
We're breaking curfew.
Because we're like how long ago was this? Like 10 years ago, and we were all grown ups, and we're hiding like we're 12 years old again.
That was before I got to join in on all the fun.
This time we were drunk.
I didn't know you guys then.
Oh yeah, you didn't hear the part when I was talking about like twice during one film I ran from the cops.
I missed that part.
Twice. I scaled rooftops to get away to make sure I didn't get arrested in Texas. But that wasn't a 48. That was
So John, we're talking about you certainly produced and acted and directed and everything in these 48s. What we're talking about the imposter syndrome that you might have had maybe in the earlier days of doing 48s and kind of doing your working on these projects, and then they have to be shown on the big screen with all their warts, and we're talking about the feeling of that. Can you relate to us those feelings?
Oh,
like,
right.
Did you get anxious every time?
I mean, I don't know. I guess I really felt confident in the stories, and I was just more not anxious toward as excited.
That's good.
Always like a little kid. Like oh, I can't wait.
True. Right. I've had that as well.
But not all the time. Sometimes they screw things up. You don't finish something, it pisses me off. Like we didn't get some sound right, or a small little edit didn't make it in time. Like, well, shit.
Yeah. John, are you fighting the camera?
Like, where are you going?
Is there an intruder in your home? Can we help out?
No. It's my technique.
I feel like we're watching a 48 right now.
Yeah, right.
Right. Guys, I have I can't have an idea ahead of time, but I have some great ideas for a 48 film.
Yeah,
write them down. You never know when you can use them. Sometimes you pick the perfect genre where you're like, oh my god, we can totally go with this.
Right.
Like for Headspace, we knew Chris couldn't be there in person, so we already had the idea. I think before we pulled anything, we had the idea of having him there on a mobile device somehow, or having him, because Sean likes to include everybody, so even if we're out of town. But then it kind of made sense during the COVID part and everything, but not that was included in the story. But and then we ended up working that in.
Well, that was very interesting because Chris wasn't there, but his disembodied head was his avatar. His image was with us the whole time. So he's an actor that's not on set, but we're carrying him. He's one of the main characters in the film, and we're carrying him around in our pockets like he's on set. Yet he's lighting his own sets at home, and lighting himself at home and delivering these lines as if he were there. But he didn't need to be there.
Yeah, that was weird. That was crazy how
it probably helped the acting. It probably helped the actors, and it probably produced a much different result instead of just inserting him in. Him just reading lines at home and inserting him in. Instead, it was like he was there. He was acting at home.
It was done live. You could have pre-recorded all of that. You could have had the phone and had Nick practice with a pre-recorded video,
right,
and pulled the same thing off. But he was literally acting with Nick. They're acting off of one another.
Phone.
Yeah.
So it definitely produced a more natural thing, a more natural performance. But it's pretty wacky that he was there with us the whole time, this disembodied head, and he's just like lighting him, and he's stuck in a room by himself in Atlanta, lighting these different scenarios and whatnot, and delivering these lines, which made it more fun. But it definitely introduced another level of complexity to the whole thing. There's always
that made it more challenging.
And to do with spotty internet connections and all that, right? Yeah, so that was fun. That was when we started that day. We started with Chris Ramage on a laptop, and we all addressed them. It was like a Zoom call, and
Yeah.
Chris is like, "Hey guys, I'm here. Let's get into the scripts."
Let's make a
like,
movie.
hey, So that's
Yeah.
fun. But yeah, the 40 yeah, the 48's fun. Just like all these different scenarios that you wind up in.
Yeah.
And you're rolling into filmmaking battle with this team of people.
So
Hey,
let's. Oh, go ahead, Kelly.
I've got a quick question. This wasn't a 48 film, but it was born out of the 48. What happened to the Magician's Apprentice?
That was one I forgot. So actually, 16 that would count as one. We totally forgot about the Rizzle app
Very good.
contest.
Right, because that happened during right after
funny,
Headspace.
It's a different format. It was meant to be. We had to do it on a phone. So it's like vertical, but that was also. I don't know if we had 48. What did we have? We had. It was a short contest as well.
It was
How did that?
similar
Right.
to that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was.
We have to find it. I didn't know how to find it. I would have gladly included that, and I totally forgot about it. Yeah. So
You know what? We never uploaded it. That's why.
Well, yeah, because initially it was only on that app called Rizzle.
That was really good. The characters were really good. It was.
Yeah, it was fun. I don't have that footage.
Well, and it was all shot on a phone.
Yeah.
That was directly after the 48. Usually after 48, you're like, no, we're not doing anything more. Another month or two. But Elise and Paula and you guys all went and did another story in another weekend.
Let's find it can you put it on YouTube so we can see it?
absolutely.
Yeah, I would have gladly included that. We're gonna do more of these. We're gonna do more watch parties, more film viewings. We have
characters,
plenty of content.
And the magician one were really funny.
Yeah, so JP, I basically play a bad magician. And he's French.
That's the best part.
What was my name? Antoine the Great.
Antoine.
Was that it? Antoine?
My favorite line.
I hope he's smug.
oh, totally, very smug. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Absolutely. My favorite.
But my favorite line in that, which I just will always remember, is like, "That is enough."
Enough.
An egg.
And he stops and he's, "Hey, what did you stop? You said it was enough." No, I said enough because I'm holding an egg. In French.
French for egg.
This is enough.
I get.
That's enough.
Well, yeah, put that one on. Let me know. I'll come to the theater.
Yeah, I want to see it for sure. Cool. All right. Well, it actually turned into longer than a 3.5 hour stream now, so I'll end it really soon. Let's close on. Let's just ask each of you. What would you say if you looked over all of your experience with the 48 was a huge learning, something that you learned, or a huge challenge that you overcome that comes to mind of like what is one of your takeaways of this is what I really gained out of the 48 experience? Kelly?
Don't put me on the spot or anything. I think it's just always a matter of practicing patience. It's always it can be a challenge because it's like when you think you've got the shot, Sean may want another one, or whoever. And it's like, I'm boiling up in this outfit. Can we just move on? But you want to be a team player as well and not complain, and have fun. So that's something that can often be a challenge is just practicing patience with it. But physically,
JP?
I will say that the challenge, probably the most challenging scene I think I did was not in a film tonight. That was in PR Nightmare.
Oh, okay. What was that? Well, no, but tell us what was the challenge.
Tell us.
When Tiffany put the prosthetic black eye on my face, after B hits me with the baseball bat, hits me baseball bat, and I'm like in these heels and that long dress, and I'm like stumbling down the stairs, trying not to break my neck. Well, that was the scene before. But okay, no, yeah. When she put the black eye on me, and I had to essentially like lay almost in the mud with that. It was just kind of like gross.
Can
But it
you
was fun.
talk a little bit more about the nymphomaniac lesbian experience? And that was what I found most interesting of your past 48. So I'm just kidding.
You would, wouldn't you?
And JP, same question. Not about the nymphomaniac. I mean the previous question.
How'd you know about that? Anyway, no, I think the funnest part is kind of like when you're, and this kind of what Jerry was talking about earlier about resources and Kelly too, is like what limited resources. I think it's interesting to kind of just do an inventory of what you got up front, and then kind of like what Sean does, he wants to use to everyone. I think it's kind of fun to say, well, okay, we got to allocate our resources, we got to allocate our cast, we got to allocate our all the crew and the creatives, and make this happen. And then by kind of putting all these things in the best position that you have, then kind of putting a story together that weaves it all together. I don't know. I think it's kind of magical that at the very end, all these little resources you had, you were able to put together into this living thing. And I think movies do that, but a normal movie would, like a feature film, that could take a year. Most films take months, even shorts. This takes 48 hours, and you get to see all that happen. So
it's pretty amazing what you can get accomplished in 48 hours. It shows that we take way too long on a lot of projects. Didn't you do one with a bunch of kids where you had them write it and then you went out and filmed everything, but the kids wrote it?
Yeah,
right?
we did.
Yeah.
That worked
Okay.
really good. Yeah, the cooperative. They're a great organization. That's really fun. Working with kids. I mean, I've been working with Mike for years. So
Yeah, primer.
Yeah, we're all used to it actually. So yeah.
That's cool. That's awesome.
It was seamless.
All right, Jerry, close it out for us. What's one of your best takeaways?
I mean, I guess the takeaway is growing a thicker skin, and just knowing that what you do, especially for the 48, is just it's good enough. That you did it. You put your all into it, and nothing's ever going to be perfect, especially for the 48. And to write these things down or take mental note of the things in your project or your group's project and everybody else's, because you're watching everybody else just went through the same experience that you did, and with the same processes, and everybody, these people might have done something a little different, these people might have done something different here, but you can see the result on the screen, and you can and you start identifying parts of the story, start identifying the sound, start identifying the picture, and then that's how you kind of like learn from each other and learn from your own experiences, and becomes much less of competition than more of just like a class, just to be a team player, and just appreciate the moments that you have to create with everybody.
I love that. It actually, like improv, teaches you how to accept mistakes and be okay with that, and know that like how to work with that, and not be afraid not to be afraid of the unknown, and to accept it. That's awesome. Well, thanks so much, guys. This has been fantastic. I knew it was going to take a while to show all the films and discuss, but I can't believe that's like over 3 hours. It's been so cool. And I got a bunch of clips, so I'll be working on those, and I'll send them to you and stuff, and we'll do more of these. We'll do more watch parties for sure. And
The Magician's Apprentice.
What's that?
The Magician's Apprentice.
The Magicians of, was that what we called it? Was that
That's
what it was?
called Mr. Magi.
All right. Well, we're going to have to show that one next time. I feel bad. I wish we could have had it to show that one here. That was definitely a different type of project for sure. So fun.
No, it's a build up. You know.
We'll build it up. And well, we got 2 whole movies to show. I got to get with Jerry and see when we're going to do a view party for Last Spring Break and Trailer Park Jesus for sure, and start promoting the sequel coming up. Yeah. So thanks so much, guys, and I'll hit you up. I'll be sending you some of these clips and all, but I appreciate the participation, and I can't wait to work on the next one. So everybody wave goodbye.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was good to see everybody. Love
Thanks
you guys.
for being here.
Definitely.
Bye.
Thanks soon, guys. Bye.
Bye. Thanks.